Right, so this morning, also tributes are continuing to pour in after the death of Rosalynn Carter. The wife of former President Jimmy Carter died peacefully on Sunday at 96 years old with her family by her side.
Rosalynn had dementia that her health had been declining for months. She entered hospice care just a few days ago. Fox's Beth Galvin has a look at her massive impact on the White House and beyond.
Rosalynn Carter will be remembered for her deep commitment to the isolated and underserved. During a conversation with the Carters in the fall of 2019, she spoke about an early loss that would shape her life.
My daddy died when I was 13, and my mother I was the oldest child, three younger siblings, and my mother told me that I was going to have to be very grown up and responsible.
Married in July of 1946, the Carters forged a partnership that would last more than 7 decades, taking them from tiny Plains, Georgia, to the governor's mansion, to the White House. Along the way, Mrs. Carter found her voice as a lifelong champion for mental health, working to break down the stigma and barriers keeping people with brain disorders from getting the help they need.
One is to speak out and get people talking about mental illness so that everybody in our country can realize that it's just an illness like any other illness.
We know that mental illness is a disease as any other. It can be diagnosed, it can be treated, and almost everyone suffering from mental illness can be helped.
And Mrs. Carter would fight for decades for parity, or giving people with mental illness the same health insurance coverage as people with other medical conditions.
One thing I don't understand is why there's so much stigma, because everybody in this country is touched by it. If not a member of the family, then a close friend or a relative.
And the Carters embraced life beyond the White House, founding the Carter Center in Atlanta in 1982, traveling the world as a team, campaigning for free and fair elections in more than 100 countries. They would tackle long overlooked diseases like malaria and guinea worm and river blindness in underserved countries. Back home in Southwest Georgia, she would create the Rosalynn Carter Institute for Caregiving, devoted to supporting more than 60 million Americans who are caring for parents, relatives, spouses, and children. The Carters would become the longest married presidential couple in American history, known for still holding hands when they walked together in their 90s. Asked about the secret to a happy relationship, they credited giving each other space and reconnecting each day to their Christian faith.
If we have arguments during the day, which we do frequently, we try to be reconciled to each other every night before we go to sleep. And we pretty well succeed with that. One of the things we do to help with that reconciliation is to read the Bible every night.
It's hard to keep fighting after you read the Bible.
Beth Galvin, Fox News.
Oh, beautifully stated. My husband and I couldn't agree more with that last one. Well, no official ceremonies will be taking place this week in honor of former First Lady Rosalynn Carter.
Well, instead, the First Lady will be honored at the Carter Center and in Sumter County Monday through Wednesday of next week because of the holiday. On Monday, November 27th, there will be a wreath laying at Georgia Southwestern State University and repose at Jimmy Carter Presidential Library and Museum. Tuesday, November 28th, the Carter Center will host a departure ceremony and tribute service. The former First Lady's funeral will take place in Plains next Wednesday, November 29th, at her hometown church. The public is invited to come out to honor the Rosalynn while supporting the Carter family.